Good morning, children. This is Sonia Verma, your English teacher from Springfields Public School. Today, we are going to do another topic of our English language, that is adjectives. Adjective also is a part of speech, just like nouns. So, let us see what an adjective is. An adjective is a word used to add something to the meaning of a noun or a pronoun. So, any word which tells us something about a noun or a pronoun, that word is called an adjective. For example, she is a beautiful woman. Woman is a noun and beautiful is telling us what kind of woman. So, beautiful is an adjective. He has a big house. House is a noun. What kind of house? Big house. So, big also is an adjective. Ajit has two pens. It is telling us about the number of the pens, this word. So, it is an adjective. Johnny is a tall boy, but his friend is short and fat. Tall boy. Boy is an adjective. Boy is a noun. Tall is an adjective. So you can see all these adjectives, they are coming before the nouns. So an adjective can come after a noun also. For example, friend is short and fat. So about the word friend, short and fat are adding about, they are telling us about the friend. Now let us see position of adjectives. Usually an adjective which is used to describe a noun is placed before the noun. So an adjective can come, usually it comes before the noun. Tall boy, big house. So all these adjectives, they are coming before the nouns. But an adjective may also be placed after the noun. So it is not necessary that an adjective will always come before the noun. It can come after the noun also. For example, the flower is lovely. So flower is a noun and lovely is adding to the noun. So it is an adjective. He is rich. He is a pronoun. It is rich is telling us something about the pronoun. So rich is also an adjective. Now let us continue with the kinds of adjectives. We are going to do 6 main kinds of adjectives. First is quality. What kind of a thing or person is that noun? That is quality, adjective of quality. Quantity, number, adjective of number. So what is the difference in adjective of quantity and adjective of number? Quantity is something which you cannot count, uncountable, and number is something we are going to use with that noun which can be counted with a countable noun. Another is demonstrative, then interrogative and possessive nouns. First, let us see adjective of quality. As the name suggests, that word which will tell about the quality of the noun is going to be adjective of quality. It describes the quality of a person or thing. The broken vase lay on the floor. What kind of vase? Broken vase. Flowers are lovely. What kind of flowers? Lovely flowers. He knocked over a valuable vase. What kind of vase? Valuable vase. I write with an old pen. What kind of pen? Old pen. So an adjective of quality answers the question of what kind. So in this same kind of adjective of quality, we can take one more adjective is there, proper adjective. An adjective which uses a proper noun is called an proper adjective. For example, Chinese noodles. Chinese is a proper noun. American doctor. American is a proper noun. So you can either name it as a proper adjective or you can also name it as an adjective of quality since it is telling us about the quality of these nouns. Then let us continue with adjective of quantity, which is used with uncountable nouns. It indicates the quantity or amount of anything. So anything which cannot be counted, the noun which cannot be counted, the adjective used along with that is adjective of quantity. Some sugar, sugar cannot be counted. Rainfall, sufficient rainfall, rainfall cannot be counted. Enough food, food cannot be counted. No sense, sense cannot be counted. So all these adjectives, some, sufficient, enough, no, all these are adjective of quantity. So an adjective of quantity answers the question how much. Now come to adjective of number. So adjective of number, not necessarily a number, it just uses any noun which is countable noun. It describes a countable noun. Describes how many persons or things are there. There are 2 apples, so it can give a number. We bought several books. Several does not give a number, but since books is a countable noun, so several is going to be adjective of number. Vinay is the second son. So second, although it is giving the position, but it is an adjective of number. Son is an countable noun. Many criminals, countable noun, so many is a adjective of number. So an adjective of number answers the question how many. So in this same adjective of number, one more kind is there, distributive adjective. You can take it as adjective of number also, or you can write down as distributive adjective. Each boy, every child, either boy, referring to each person or thing. So all these adjectives are going, you can also say distributive adjectives. Now the next kind of noun is the next kind of adjective is the demonstrative adjective. Demonstrate, it shows something, it points out something. They point out the things named by nouns that they are used with. Example, I think I'll have this ring. Which ring? Pointing out this ring. So this is a demonstrative adjective. These apples are not fresh. These apples, pointing out to some apples. So it is a demonstrative adjective. This boy, this is a demonstrative adjective. Such students. Which students? Such students. So it is a demonstrative adjective. So it answers the question which. Next is the interrogative adjective. When used with a noun, it asks a question. For example, whose car is this? So any question word which is used with a noun and it asks a question, so that is going to be an interrogative adjective. Whose car? Which pen? What book? Whose painting? So all these are interrogative adjectives. Now the last kind is the possessive adjective. They are used to show that certain objects or things belong to someone or something. So they show possession. You can't wear my shoes. My is showing possession, so it is a possessive adjective. Your mother, your showing possession. Our teacher, our showing possession. His house, his showing possession. So all these are possessive adjectives. It answers the question whose. Now let us move on to our next concept of adjectives, that is degree of comparison. So 3 degrees of comparison are there. When we are comparing things, we use 3 different degrees of comparison. First is positive, second is comparative, third is superlative degrees. You have done many times before also, children. So here we use positive degree when we do not make any comparison. First degree, when no comparison is there. Comparative degree, when we are comparing 2 persons or things. Superlative degree, when we are comparing more than 2 persons or things. Now next is going to be the formation of comparative and superlative degrees. How you are going to form the comparative and superlative degrees. Mostly we form the comparative degree by adding ER and superlative degree by adding est. But if the positive ends in E, we add only R and ST. E is already there, so we are going to add only R and ST. Then all these you will be learning them. So if the positive ends in Y and the Y has a consonant immediately before it, the Y is changed into I before adding ER and EST. So if the word ends in Y or Y se pehle we are having a consonant. Consonant, I hope you understand. Other than the vowels, all the different alphabets, they are consonants. So if Y is there and before that a consonant is there, we add an I also before ER and EST. So all these you will be learning. Then come to the next fourth point. If the positive is a word of one syllable, of one vowel, one sound, ends in a single consonant, it is ending in a consonant, and has one short vowel before it, and before that a short vowel is there, the consonant is doubled after adding ER, before adding ER and EST. So we double the consonant and then we add ER and EST. Then many adjectives of two syllables and all adjectives of more than two syllables. Where more than two syllables are there, then we form their comparative by using more before the positive and superlative by using most before the positive. Beautiful. It is having so many syllables, so we just add more and most in the different degrees. Some adjectives are compared irregularly, that is, they do not follow any of the rules given below. So all these you will need to learn. No different rules are there, you need to learn all of them. Now see how we are going to use the different degrees of comparison. With as we are going to use the positive degree. Honey is as sweet as sugar. Water is as necessary as air. Apples are as delicious as oranges. Radhika is as pretty as Sunita. Akhtar is as diligent as Nasir. So with as we use the positive degree. See here now with than we use the comparative degree. When we are comparing two people or two things, we use the comparative degree. This landscape is prettier than the other. See here one very typical example is given. Typical concept is there. Manju is the taller of the two sisters. So you know that usually with superlative degree we use the. But since here we are comparing only two people, two sisters, so we have used taller here. Second degree of comparison. So here this last concept is given. Along with the, we usually use the superlative degree when we are comparing more than two things. Mumbai is the biggest city in India. We are talking about whole of India and all the cities. Mumbai is the biggest. So with superlative degree we use the. The Nile is the longest river in Africa. So along with the we use the superlative degree. Mango is the sweetest fruit. Then next is given that we should not use double comparatives or double superlatives. For example, more, taller. We are just going to use taller. We will not use more. Most, highest is wrong. Only one thing we are going to add est. Now let us move on to the next concept. Different words are there, different adjectives are there. Much is also an adjective, many is also an adjective. So what is the difference? We use much with quantity, many with number. So much is uncountable and many is countable. So with uncountable nouns we use much, with countable nouns we use many. Little, a little, few, a few. So what is the difference? All these are adjectives. What is the difference in their use? Little is used for uncountable, few is used for countable. We use little with quantity, few with number. Little means almost none, a little means some. So when we compare little and a little, little means little is taken in the negative sense when almost nothing is there. A little is taken in the positive sense when at least something is there. Similarly, few means almost none, a few means some. Little help, almost no help. A little help, some help. Few listeners, almost no listeners. A few listeners, some listeners. So you can try to do this exercise. Now let us move on to the last concept of our chapter of adjectives, that is elder, older, eldest, oldest. So elder is used, elder and older are used with comparative degree. Eldest and oldest is used with superlative degree. So what is the difference between elder and older? We use elder and eldest only with persons. We do not use these words with animals or things. Besides, these words are used with members of the same family. So you know, elder and eldest are the words which we use only for people and we use only for members of the same family. Used with persons and members of the same family. My elder brother, her elder sister. So we are using for person and person of the same family. If we are going to use than in a sentence, we use older and elder. It is comparative degree. Older and oldest can be used with persons as well as things. So if we are not talking about family members and we are talking about persons or things, then we can use older and oldest. Ritesh is the oldest boy in our class. This is the oldest house. For things also we can use older, oldest, and elder, eldest we use with persons and members of the same family. So children, that is all for today. Keep on doing your work side by side. Do the given assignment which I have sent to you. The answer key will be sent in the evening. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.